Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Dragonsmaille, and it's by Rockrat Zero. I think that's how you pronounce it. Maybe it's Dragonsmaille? Smalia? I don't know. Anyways, here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in this grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region, which is in this case a box. We have digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage, and digits may not repeat within cages. So these are called killer cages. So an example of this could be something like 2, 1, and 9, and that would work because these three digits add up to 12. And the sum of the digits, and there are no repeats, and the digit in the top left corner is 12. And we also have digits separated by a white dot must be consecutive. These are called white crop key dots, so if, for example, this were a 9, this would have to be an 8. Because those are that's the only digits that's consecutive with 9. If this were 2, it could be 1 or 3, but obviously this has problems anyways in this scenario. But these are examples of how white Kropke dots work. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. So my eye is drawn immediately to the 6 cage here, which has to be a single set of digits. It's just 1, 2, and 3. And because it's 1, 2, and 3, this digit cannot be 1, 2, and 3 here because of the 1, 2, 3 triplet in this cage and in the box then. So this must be at least 4. Well, what digits are consecutive with 1, 2, and 3? We only have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So since this is essentially not a 1, 2, 3 here, because all the 1, 2, 3s are in this cage, this must be 4, this must be 3. Well, 4 can only add up with 8 and 9 to add up to 21. This can never be 9 then, because this 8-9 pair eliminates any 8 and 9 in the rest of the box. So this 9 is only consecutive with 8, so this can't be 8. Sorry, this can't be 9. This is 8, this is 9, which means this has to be 7. This 7 adds up with 2 other digits to add up to 16. So they must add up to 9 total for these 2 digits. Well, it can't be 1, 8, can't be 2, 7. It's either 3, 6, or 4, 5. We're not sure which. So this neither of these could be 3 because of the 3's in the row. So this has to be 4 and 5. So this is 4, which makes this 5. This 5 is only consecutive with 4 and 6, and 4 is already in the row, so this must be 6. 6 can only add up with 7 and 9 to add up to 22, so this is 9, this is 7. That leaves this as a 1 or 2 here because of what's left in row 7. What are these digits? Well, this can never be. The only remaining digits in this lower central box is 1, 2, 3, and 6, right? Well, 3 cannot be here. 1, 2, or 3 cannot be here because those are only consecutive with 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, this must be a 6, which means none of the rest of this box is a 6. This 6 can only be consecutive with 5 or 7. 3 has to be here. 3 is only consecutive with 2. So this is a 2, 3 pair, which eliminates 2 and 3 in the rest of this box. So this is 1, this is 2. That makes this 1, which makes this 2. So this 2, 3 pair. What do we have left in row 8? We have 5, 6, and 8 left. So this is 5 or 8, and this has to be 5, 6, or 8, 5, 6, or 8. Where can the what do we have left in this lower right hand box? We only have a 9, and it must be consecutive with another digit. Well, 9 is only consecutive with 8, so this must be 9 or 8. That eliminates this 8-9 pair, eliminates 8 and 9 in the rest of the box. So that forces this to be a 5-6 pair, which eliminates 5 and 6 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 5, this is 7. This is a 7. This can't be 5 or 6, so this must be 8. That leaves the rest of these digits as 1, 4, or 5. Okay. This 4 is only consecutive with 3 or 5. 7 is only consecutive with 6 or 8. 6 is consecutive with 5 or 7. Okay. These digits, if you have a 3 here, so this can never be 1, 2, and 6, because the problem is that if you had 1, 2, and 6, this can't be 1, 2, or 6, essentially. So, what do we have here then? This has to be either 1, 3, 5 or 2, 3, 4. So, if there's a 3, it cannot be here, so 3 has to be one of these two digits. This again could be 1 through 5. This can't be 2 or 3. So 1 can never be here, because if 1 is here, the problem is it has to be consecutive with 2 only, and we already have a 2 in the column. So this is 4 or 5 here. And again, this 3-set cage is either 1, 3, 5 or 2, 3, 4. Well, in those cases, you only have one 4. You have a single 4 or a single 5. Therefore, since that's 4 or 5, these cannot be 4 or 5. So this can't be 4 or 5. This is 3. This cannot be 4 or 5. So this has to be 1 or 2, right? And the reasoning is because if we try to make this 5, this would have to be 4 here, right? And that already adds up to 9, so that's not allowed. 4 or 5 can be consecutive with 3, 4, 5, or 6, but 3 is not allowed because of the 3 in the box in the column. So this is 4, 5, or 6. Therefore, we know one of these is a 5. It's either 4, 5 in one way or another, or 5, 6. Anyways, this 1 or 2 is consecutive with 1, 2, or 3 here. That's consecutive with 1 through 4 here. Can this ever be 1? The answer to that is no. If this were 1, this would have to be 6 or 8. 1, 6 would require 10 to be there. 1, 8 would require 8 to be there to add up to 17. So that's why it can't work for 1. It could be 2 or 3, though. One of these is a 2, though. That's actually interesting, because it's either 1, 2 or 2, 3. 2 and 6 requires this to be a 9, right? Because 2 and 6 add up to 8. 17 minus 8 is 9. 3 and 6 would require this to be 8. 2 and 8 would force this to be 7. 3 and 8 would require this to be 6. So those are the possibilities there. But this can't be 7. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so it could be 2. So 3, 6, 8 is always possible. 2, 6, and 9 is possible. So we know 6 has to be one of these digits then. Right? Because they cannot be 2, 7, 8 anymore because of the 7 in the column. So 6 is one of these digits. Because 6 is one of these digits, well, 6 could be with 5 or 7. And 8 and 9 could be with 7, 8, or 9. Well, 5 cannot be here, so this is 7, 8, or 9 here. And this is 5 or 7 with the 7, 8, or 9. I'm not sure if this is the best way of approaching this, but this seems to be the way that I chose. Let's see. 7, 8, or 9 is here. If this is 7, this would have to be 8 or 9 with it. That seems possible. You cannot have 5 and 7 here, because if this is 5 and 7, that would require another 7 to add up to 19. 5 and 7 add up to 12. 12 plus 7 adds up to 19, and you can't have repeats in the cage. So if this is 7, that forces this to be 5, and therefore this would be 7, which is not allowed, so this cannot be 7. Therefore, this can't be 6 here. Therefore, we have an 8-9 pair here, so this is 6 here. 8 and 9 is consecutive with 7, 8, or 9. But, again, we have an 8-9 pair in this box, which eliminates 8 and 9 in the rest of the box. So this must be 7, which makes this 8, which makes that 9. So this becomes 2, 6, and 9 to add up to 17. That makes this 1 and 5 to add up to 9. This can't be 5. This has to be 1 or 3 to be consecutive with the 2. This is 8, so we have 5, 8, and 6 possible, but we can't have a 6 in the column. So this must be then 7 and 4 and 8. 4 is consecutive with 3 or 5, but we can't have a 5 because of the 5 in the row, so this is 3. We have 6 and 7 remaining in row 5, but this can't be 7 because of the 7 in the box. So this is 6, this is 7, this has to be 3, 6, and 8 to add up to 17, right? 3 and 6 add up to 9. 17 minus 9 is 8. So this is 8. 3 is consecutive with 2 and 4. 4 is not allowed because of the 4 in the box. So this is 2. This can't be 4. This becomes either 1, 6 or 3, 4, but 4 can't be here, 3 can't be here. This 7 has to be with 2 digits adding up to 6. So it's either 1, 5 or 2, 4 here. This can't be 4, 5, so this is 1 or 2, this is 4 or 5. 1 or 2 is only consecutive with 1 or 3. It's not consecutive with 6. So this can't be 6, this can't be 1. If this were 4 and 5 are consecutive with 3, 4, 5, 6, but 6 can't be here because of the 6 here. If we try to make this 1, the problem is 1 and 5 at minimum adds up to 6, which means this is 10, which is not a digit, so that doesn't work. Sorry, at maximum, it adds up to 6. Therefore, this is 3, which means this can't be 3. This becomes a 4, 5 pair, which eliminates 4 and 5 in the rest of the row. This can't be 4, so this is 6, which makes this 1, which makes this 2, which makes this 4, which makes that 5. 1 is only consecutive with 2, so this is 2. 4 is consecutive with 3 or 5, but we have a 5 in the box, so this is 3. This is 3, 5, and 8, adding up to 16. This 3 adds up with 2 other digits, which add up to 9. Cannot be 4, 5, 3, 6, or 2, 7, so this is 1, 8. 1 can't be here because of the 1 in the column, so this is 8, this is 1. 8 is consecutive with 7 or 9, but this can't be 7 because of the 7 in the column, so this is 9. The 2 and 9 already add up to 11. 14 minus 11 is 3. This is 3. 3 is only consecutive with 2 and 4. We already have a 2 in the box, so that's a 4. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 2, this is 3. 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 5. This can't be 4 or 5, so that's 1, which forces that to be 4. 8 is consecutive with 7 or 9. 4, 16 minus 4 is 12, so these two digits add up to 12. Cannot be 3, 9 because we have a 3 in the box, so it's either 4, it cannot be 4, 8 because we already have a 4 in the box, so it's 5, 7. This has to be a 5, 7 pair. That forces the rest of the digits in that box to be 8 or 9. 8 cannot be here because of 8 in there, so this is 9, which forces this to be 8. The 9 eliminates 9 here, so this becomes 7. The last digit here then is a 3. 3 and 7 add up to 10. 14 minus 10 is 4, so that's a 4. 1 is only consecutive with 2, so this is 2. 8 is consecutive with 7 or 9, but this can't be 7 because of the 7 in the column, so this is 9. 2 and 9 add up to 8. No, 11. 17 minus 11 is 6. So this 6 is there. And now we just fill in everything from Sudoku. The remaining digit in column 1 is a 1. Remaining digit in column 2 is a 5. Remaining digit in column 3 is a 9. Remaining digits in column 4 have to be 1 and 6. Well, 6 can't be here because of the 6 in the box, so this is 1, this is 6. Remaining digit in column 5 is a 5. Remaining digits in column 6 have to be 4 and 7. So that's 7. That eliminates 7 here, so this is 5 and 7. Remaining digits in column 7 are 5 and 6, but this can't be 5 because of the 5 in the row. So this is 6, this is 5, which makes this 6. Remaining digit in row 1 is a 5. Remaining digits in row 2 are 1 and 4. 1 can't be here because of the 1 in the column, so this is 4, this is 1. Remaining digit in row 4 is an 8. That eliminates 8 here, so this is 9, this is 8. And that leaves this as a 2 and this as a 9. So that's the solution there. Yeah, just a lot of math. I'm used to it though because of killer. I've done a ton of killer Sudokus, killer cage Sudokus in my life. Well, basically in my Sudoku life, I guess you could say. So I'm very used to this. It might not be so easy for you guys who haven't done that many, but yeah. Basically, just went from the place that was most restricted and just went straight through the white crop key possibilities here, and then just added. And that's it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.